Welcome back, JAGs. I'm Danny Butler, and we've got some news about academic changes, upcoming projects from theater, and tons of Halloween fun. This is JAG TV. To appeal to colleges looking more at unweighted GPAs and away from class rank, several changes have been made to the weighted classes and class rank of 2025 and onwards. Joseph has more.
Though we are halfway through the first semester, many freshmen are unaware of the changes in grading and courses that have been made for the class of 2025.
I am not aware of most of them.
No, I am not actually.
They're minor changes.
No, what are the changes?
For starters, honors and AP level courses are now weighted differently for the class of 2025 and onwards.
Honors class will have a multiplier of 1.08 and an AP class will have a multiplier of 1.15. They will be able to select courses based more on their interest areas and to be able to challenge themselves but not get overwhelmed.
These decisions were made by a district committee and have been in effect since the current freshman class was in 7th grade. For those that attained high school credit in middle school, these changes may have already affected them.
More and more colleges are wanting to look at an unweighted GPA. This is to encourage students to take those classes more appropriate and do better with the unweighted GPA that is often looked at more now with scholarships and National Honor Society.
Though the multipliers have changed, students can now take 3 AP classes across freshman and sophomore year, where they used to be able to take only 2.
I guess that means I could have stayed in the AP classroom if I wanted to, but no, I think that class was too stressful to me.
These students will also only be given a class rank if they fall within the top 10%. Those not in the top 10% will be left unranked.
And I guess I'm going to be unranked for a while.
I don't really care about rankings all that much.
I don't believe in any ranking. I think that we're all trying our best.
For those with questions, more information is available in the counseling office.
Are you aware of any of the changes that were made in the freshman class for this year?
Yes!
For JAG TV, this is Joseph Sweeney.
That was a great interview.
NEISD is having its annual college night. It will be in the Blossom Athletic Center from 6 to 8. Students are invited to come out and learn about potential schools. Theater just wrapped up The Tempest, and a new show is already in works, Silent Sky.
It is called Silent Sky. It's about Henrietta Leavitt, and it is going to be this November 11th, 12th, 13th at 7 p.m. and November 14th at 2.
And since it's October, it's time for the Campus Haunted House, when theater students get to show off their makeup techniques and take over the building. Itzel and Aubrey have a preview.
Back in real life, it's time for the campus's haunted house, produced by the theater students.
Haunted House is open one day, October 30th. It's a Saturday. We're running from 5 p.m. to 10 p.m. So the last group's going to start going through at 10 o'clock.
This year, the haunted house starts off in an ordinary Renaissance fair, and then mysteriously the group is transported into medieval Europe.
Our theme this year is as if the medieval Black Plague suddenly started creating zombies. So instead of just unfortunately killing people, they come back and now they're infecting others.
Tour takes place on the 2nd and 3rd floors of the school and takes anywhere from 10 to 25 minutes, depending on the level.
There is a point where our red and green group split. The green group never gets up to the 3rd floor, but the red group does a whole nother floor of haunted house scariness.
To get tickets for the haunted house, you have to purchase them on the day of.
All tickets are sold on the day. So what will happen is, it's not like you have a ticket in your hand. You're going to come and you're registering as a group, and you'll get a number on your hand of your group number, and then when we call that number, you get to go.
The haunted house will only be on one night this year, so make sure not to miss it. For JAG TV, this is Aubrey Warmke and Itzel Lara.
It's a big week for the JAGs. Brian and Sophia are bringing you JAG Sports.
What's up, JAGs? This week on JAG Sports, we have results from volleyball and cross country, and we're getting hyped from when we take on the Reagan Rattlers.
This is JAG Sports.
country finished their district meet. Aaron Daniels placed 7th and Riley Surratt placed 8th.
For the boys, Tate Underwood placed 2nd, Max Palacios took 3rd, and Ryan Keener placed 9th. These runners qualified for regionals this past Monday in Corpus Christi.
Max Palacios placed 3rd in Region 4-6A meet and will advance to state in 2 weeks.
Last Friday, the volleyball team faced off against the Lee Volunteers,
Winning in 3 sets, winning the first 25-15, the second 25-17, and the third 25-14.
For some athletes, there's a new accessory that might be useful, but also kind of childish. Here's Danny and Monica with the story.
Like basketball players who favor a certain shoe, this year there are football players who are expressing themselves on the field too, with an accessory you might not expect.
Yeah, I think there's like 2 more people on JV, and I think there's 1 kid on freshman that's using it, and we all kind of just mess around with it, and it was just something that we pick out.
That's right, those are mouth guards that look like pacifiers, and they aren't just for practice.
You can get them online, you can go to Best Buy, you can go to Dick's, Academy, pretty much anywhere you can get them.
The guys who use them say these binkies are much more breathable than regular mouth guards.
I would say they work better because they have breathable holes in there for breathing, so you can breathe with your mouth closed.
After one person used the binky, more people hopped on this trend as a way to express themselves and protect themselves.
DK personally, because I saw him wearing it, I was like, yo, it's kind of hard, I want one of those. I mean, of course it's a good mouth guard, but mainly, I don't like the ones that fit to your teeth because my teeth move a lot,
So when these Jags suit up and take the field, this is just one more way they can stand out.
It's pretty much however you put an outfit together, however you put anything together. If it looks good, that's drip. If it don't, that's a skip. You don't wear it.
From JAG TV, this is Daniela Butler.
Last week, the football team had a bye week as they prepare for one of the season's most anticipated games, the Reagan game.
Here are the coaches with why rivalries are important.
281 is the road separating Johnson and Reagan, but tonight the only thing separating these intense rivals is the line of scrimmage.
I believe the proximity of the 2 schools, being neighbors across 281, and so we have a lot of shared interest spots.
Reagan and Johnson will meet for the district championship Friday at Hero Stadium at 7.
For us, it's a chance at being a district champion. And anytime you can win a championship, that's important. These kids work so hard, and they put so much into it. So anytime you get one of those trophies, it's pretty nice.
Obviously, the district championship possibility makes this game important, but the coaches want the players to treat this game no different from any other.
And that approach that we're telling our athletes is don't approach this game than any other game that you would approach.
This clash between 2 of San Antonio's Titans features number 3 and number 5 in the city. Only one thing is for certain about this game, it's a must-win for both teams. The keys to the game are simple for Coach Soto. Just play Johnson Jaguar football.
Just playing within ourselves. We don't have to be somebody extra. What we do and how we do it is good enough to win the game, so just being us.
For JAG TV, I'm Jordan York.
With an undefeated season, Johnson is eager to take on the Rattlers. Catalina and Rain talked to some of the Jags about the pregame excitement.
Are y'all ready for the Reagan game? Yeah! Do you think we're gonna win the Reagan game?
Yes, of course we are.
Are you ready for the Reagan game?
Oh, I sure am ready for the game.
Oh yeah, Johnson's definitely gonna win the game.
Yeah, I think we're gonna win, obviously.
I feel like we're better than them in every way possible.
Reagan is L's.
We're gonna win the Reagan game.
We're gonna win regardless.
We're gonna win regardless? Why are you so sure?
Because we're greatness.
Are you ready for the Reagan game?
Yes.
You think we're gonna win?
Yes.
I think I get really excited to play them because I really want to beat them a lot.
But we're just going to come out and throw everything we have at them. I mean, we'll come with more focus. We'll practice hard, maybe condition harder. Our goal this year is to show them what we're really made of.
Johnson's got this one, right?
Remember, the Jags will meet the Rattlers at Hero Stadium at 7 p.m. on Friday night.
Show up, be loud, and wear blue.
That's it for this week, Jags. See you next time with more Jag action.
As Halloween approaches, your neighbors might find ways to express their love for the holiday through yard decorations. Monica takes us on a quick tour.
As Halloween gets closer, we are starting to see people express themselves with fun decorations. We take you on a tour on the craziest houses we've seen so far.
Every year we get like a little extra thing, so the kids enjoy doing it with us. So it's mostly for them. And then this street doesn't have a lot of kids, so in the last couple of years we've had more people joining.
Residents in the neighborhood say they love to see people come together and celebrate.
It is absolutely a pleasure just seeing the lines and the people coming out, and then next week we'll probably have several thousand people. The fire department usually comes out here and parks a truck out here and puts the lights on and throws candy out, and it's just a fantastic, fun thing for everyone involved.
As the years go by, the decorations seem to be getting bigger and scarier.
At first we just had like a little cemetery, but the tombstones, you know, they're like made out of styrofoam, so they don't last too long. And so then we saw like the witches online, so we got them, so the kids started getting like more ideas.
And depending on how spooky your decorations are, you could win a prize at the end.
There's a trophy that they get, and it's a traveling trophy, and the winners get their name inscribed on it. They get to keep it for a year.
These houses are located in Thousand Oaks on Northern Street and Oak Trace Street. From JAG TV, this is Daniela Butler.
The Rolling Oaks Mall is hosting their first ever haunted house through the month of October from 6 to 11 p.m. across from the Shoe Palace. McCaslin, Jaden, and Joseph went over to check it out.
We went to the Haunted Oaks haunted house, and Kaz was scared the whole time. I don't like this.
Ms. Jewett just kind of like brought it up as like, hey, someone should go there and check this thing out.
I don't really like haunted houses. I don't really like being scared.
As we were going in, it was set up like a maze, so you know, every corner you would turn, there'd be someone right there ready to scare you. I thought it was pretty cool.
So they like made me go in first. So we walked in and we turned the corner, and there was this lady there, and I was like, oh, okay, this isn't too bad. Like I can handle this. We go deeper into the maze, and I'm like, I'm not going first. You can go first. I'm not going first.
There was a lot of times though that they would be like right behind me. I wasn't personally scared, but I know Kaz was, and I don't know about Joseph. Joseph's like stone face. He's not scared ever.
Just kind of like, you know, along for the ride.
Like I was in the front, so I turned the corner.
And I see him make eye contact with somebody.
This guy kind of just like skipped me and looked at McCaslin and immediately knew that she was a scared one.
And jumped right in my face. Oh,
and then she told us that he was breathing down her neck the entire time.
Followed me the entire time and would like leave me alone for a minute and then run up behind me and jump at me. The only highlight was when Jaden got scared.
Okay, maybe one time, maybe one time, but it was because he jumped out at me, so like from the corner. But that was it. It wasn't that scary.
The Haunted Oaks Haunted House will be open every day until October 31st from 6 to 10 p.m. with $20 admission. For JAG TV, this is McCaslin Sparrow.
And we're back with the JAG TV feature that gives news from around the city. It's Hey SA.
In case you haven't been paying attention, here's what's been happening in the Alamo City. San Antonio ISD has complied with the governor's orders to halt the mandate requiring all district employees to be vaccinated against COVID-19. This is not the end of the legal battle, however, as the district is still continuing to encourage vaccinations, while the state is pursuing a court date in January. On the topic of vaccines, as the FDA moves forward with approving the Pfizer vaccine for children ages 5 through 11, Metro Health has announced the possibility of pop-up clinics going up around town to accommodate for the impending surge in vaccinations. From now until Sunday, November 7th, the stage rendition of Disney's The Lion King will be showing at the Majestic Theater. Tickets can be bought online starting at $45. The Frida Kahlo exhibit at the San Antonio Botanical Gardens is ending soon. The exhibit, modeled after the artist's famous blue house or Casa Azul in Mexico City, is set to end on Tuesday, November 2nd, though students can still get tickets starting at $15 or for $13 if they present a student ID card. If you're looking for something more in season to do this week, Six Flags' annual Fright Fest celebration is still happening up until Halloween night, while SeaWorld's Howl-O-Scream also ends the 31st. After last year's being canceled, the San Antonio Zombie Walk is ready to be back in operation downtown on October 30th at a limited capacity. While limiting its occupancy to 5,000 people, the walk will still feature live music and vendors to make the event as memorable as possible. Finally, the Pearl is showcasing a Dia de los Muertos altar made by artists from the local La Vaca studios for the SA community, where visitors can light a candle in memory of loved ones who may have passed away. That's all for this week, Jags. See you next time.
And even though Halloween is on a Sunday this year, that's not going to stop some people from getting some candy. Elijah found some Jags who will be out on the 31st looking for their favorites.
It's finally time for Halloween. That one night where you can legitimately run around your neighborhood looking for food. So what are your friends hoping to find this year? We went ahead and found out.
My favorite Halloween candy is Skittles.
Mine is peanut M&M's.
Mine is York.
Bro,
you like M&M's?
My favorite Halloween candy is Kit Kat.
Kit Kats.
For sure, eat Kit Kats.
Kit Kat. Kit Kat.
Kit Kat.
Kit Kats.
My favorite Halloween candy is Kit Kats
And if you don't like Kit Kat, then you're not valid.
It's Reese's Pieces.
Reese's.
Because like it's just peanut butter and chocolate. Like who doesn't like peanut butter and chocolate?
And if you like Reese's, you're not valid.
Starburst. Cause
Oh yeah.
gotta go.
Sour Patch Kids.
Sour gummy worms.
I like anything sour. It makes me feel something.
I think teenagers should go trick-or-treating if they are taking their younger siblings or younger family members.
I scare little kids and take their candy.
Probably like going to like rich neighborhoods and like getting like full-size candy bars from them.
Hang out with friends and go trick-or-treating and dress up.
I have an excuse not to brush my teeth and stay out late, and I can scare children with a mask.
Well, Jags, with Halloween coming around the corner, you want to be sure to stay safe and get yourself a Kit Kat while you're there. This is Elijah Henderson with JAG TV.
One Johnson Sr. is using his artistic talent and some special materials to make his Halloween costume. Here's more.
Senior Daniel Lara has taken on the challenge of making his own costume for Halloween.
I am making the Mark 6 armor from Halo, specifically Master Chief's.
His love for Halo and other video games has inspired him to recreate costumes and more from them.
Ever since I got into Halo, I did want to become Master Chief. And then after meeting the actor Steve Downs at Big Texas Comic Con 2 weeks ago, it made me feel like I wanted to do it.
Since his freshman year, Daniel has come down to work on various projects in Mr. Williams' room.
I actually had Daniel way back in the day for Art 1, but ever since then we've been buddies here.
But making this costume hasn't been easy, as Daniel has learned along the way.
The challenge might be getting it in proportion to my size. Right now I just kind of over-exaggerated the size of the helmet.
But Daniel is determined to finish his project by Halloween.
I give it a 50-50 shot. It's pretty close, but if anyone can do it, he can.
For JAG TV News, this is Elsa Hagia.
And finally, if you don't know what to wear for Halloween this year, there are many easy DIY options you can go with, all CTJ inspired. Here's Alejandro and Karen to show some off. That's all for this week, Jags. We'll see you back here in November with more from Studio A128 and JAG TV.